and passing people, and you're going to be smelling them before you actually greet them or see them, because they smell stink. You can smell it on them. They just stink. Hey guys, it's me, Mandy here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about all the essentials that are needed to pack for Caribana for this year, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for Caribana. It could be for any festival that you want to attend or any carnival. So I have all of the essentials that I have right here in my bag. But before we get started, I am with what's in my fanny pack. The very first thing that you're going to need is your wristband. So whenever you're playing with a new band, they're going to be providing you with a wristband, and with that wristband it gives you access into the actual mass grounds. The security will be really tight. They own business. If you have your whole costume on and you do not have your wristband, they are not letting you in. So you need to have your wristband. With this wristband, you will also have 2 tabs on it, and it will be for the breakfast and for the lunch. And you'll be able to break that off and give it to the vendor, and that way you can get yourself your free meal that is included with your costume. So for your breakfast, I think you get like saltfish and bake, or yeah, something like that. And for lunch you get something like rice and peas and some chicken. But you need to have your wristband before you even enter the grounds, because they will not let you in. Yeah. So just inside of my bag here, the very first thing I have that I'm going to talk about is money and ID. So I'm not saying to come to the mass with $300, but you need to have enough money to find your way home if anything was to happen, whether it be with Uber, whether it be with a taxi, the Go or TTC, some way to find your ass home if you lose your friends or their transportation has failed. And you also have to have enough money to pay for food or to pay for drinks if you don't want to have the food that was provided by the actual mass camp or the band that you're with. And with that is identification. So you need to have some sort of identification on you all the time. Even when you're walking out the street, like, you need to have some sort of identification. So whether that be your health card, your driver's license. If you're not from Canada, I would not suggest you coming and walking around with your passport just in case you lose that. But having some sort of ID to just to be on you at all times. It's just, we live in a day and age, you don't know what's going to happen, so you need to have some sort of ID on you. The next thing that you need to that I have in here is a protein bar. And you know, it's a really hectic time sometimes for playing mass. You have to be there all 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and you're going all the way until 6 p.m. or 9 o'clock. So if you haven't fueled your body yet with anything for breakfast, if you were running late, you didn't have a chance to buy breakfast, you didn't have a chance to go to get the food vendor, then you need something in your body just to fuel it for now. Or when you're just snacking, you just need something. So a protein bar is the best, because you do not want to be one of those people who are drinking prior to, and I don't mean water, drinking something else and you didn't have anything in your body, and then you are passed out on the ground and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So have something to fuel your body. Also have water. Make sure that you're really hydrated, because like I said, you do not want to be that person who is lying on the floor at 10 o'clock in the morning. I've seen it happen before. Or your friends are feeling really bad because they have to take care of you, or they left you if they're not really your friend, and you're just there by yourself and someone else has to take care of you. So make sure that you're hydrated and you have something to eat. The next thing is having your cell phone and a charger. It doesn't make sense to be walking anywhere with only 5% of your phone, and like, it just doesn't make sense. I know everyone's going to be wanting to Instagram and Snapchat and everything, but you need to make sure that you have enough percentage on your phone to find your way home, because if anything was to happen, then you have no way of getting in contact with anybody. And especially on the lakeshore, there are a lot of times where there's drop calls. I don't know what it is with the lakeshore, but the reception is not very good. There's only like one tower where you can really like call and make outgoing calls or something, like it's always a little bit shady around there. But just make sure that your phone is fully charged, and also come in with a phone charger just as a backup. The next thing is keys. That's self-explanatory. Lip balm, I bring that because I'm not planning on reapplying any makeup when I go down there, but I like to have my lips moistened, so I will be putting on lip chap throughout the day. Okay, so the washrooms, any public washroom can be really nasty, it can be really dirty, but especially in settings like this, it's really disgusting. So sometimes they run out of toilet paper, and this whole shake and go thing is really nasty. So the best thing to do is to have wipes on hand and to have hand sanitizer. I'm not saying that it's going to run out, but just in case it does, and I have seen it happen, these two things will be your best friends. So these are things that you need to have in your life, and bring this in your little fanny pack or your purse or wherever that you're going to be carrying all of your stuff. This is so dire, okay? The next thing I have here is the Listerine pocket pack. It is so important. A lot of people's breath is going to be hot, it's going to be kicking, it's going to be stink. Seriously stink. So at least you will not be that person with the stink breath, with the stinky mouth. You have your gum, you have your Tic Tacs, you have your Listerine pocket pack. You have something on you just to say, you know what, at least I'm not smelling stink, and my friends' mouths are not smelling stink. Because people, if they're trying to pick up anybody and you have stink mouth, then it's just no. On with that whole topic of having a stink mouth is being stink all over. You're going to be there for a long time. You're going to be in the hot sun. You're going to be walking around people and passing people, and you're going to be smelling them before you actually greet them or see them, because they smell stink. You can smell it on them. They just stink. So you do not want to be one of those people. I bring with me some perfume, and I like to put it on my wrist and just put it on the sides of my neck and just anywhere on my body, just to wipe down and everything, just so I know that I'm smelling nice. Because there's gonna be a whole lot of people that are gonna be smelling fresh, and I don't mean fresh in a good way, I mean they're gonna be smelling stink, and you do not want to be one of those people. So just bring some perfume with you, or some cologne, or whatever is your favor of what. Yeah, bobby pins and safety pins. So depending on your hairstyle, you will probably need some bobby pins just to put your hair in place, and depending on the actual costume, you will need to have safety pins just to be on the safe side. Because when I was playing with Kalaloo one year, this was many years ago, right before we are going to be crossing the stage, my strap broke, and so thankfully there was someone who had a safety pin that I was able to just put it back in, and then I was just about to go on my way, and I was fine. So yeah, these are very important to have. The last thing is to have your rag. So important. You can use it to represent your island, of course, and also to wipe your face, to dab your face of any sweat. I remember one year there was a friend of a friend who asked to borrow my rag because she was sweating profusely, and I was like, no, that's nasty. Buy your own rag. That is so nasty. So bring your own rag for that reason, and do not share the rags. It's just for hygienic purposes. It's just nasty. So yeah, that is basically it. So those are all the essential things that I am going to be bringing with me to this year's Caribana. Comment down below and tell me what you are going to be bringing for this year's Caribana, or any other carnival that you're planning to go to, or any festival. I think that is about it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.